Welcome to Hawaii Volcanoes National Park.
The trip from Kailua to the national park is only 81 miles, but it will take you over 2 hours to get there as you make your way slowly through the beautiful villages and breathtaking coastline. It was as we hit this coastline that I remembered Punaluu Black Sand Beach Park was just a hop and a skip off this main road to the national park, and we decided to take the detour. The legend goes that Kailua changed herself into a green sea turtle here so she could swim with the children and keep them safe. It is one of our favorite places on the Big Island, but it can get very crowded. And because there are sea turtles who come to rest on the sand, those crowds can be overwhelming for everyone, especially the sea turtles. So don't be that guy. As with all wildlife, please keep your distance. There's lots of black sand to share. And Wendy says, "Aloha, Parker." We chose to start with the lava coastline, and Harry took the camera right down to the edge of the sea so you could see how beautiful it is.
All these black crabs. I don't know if you can see them. Oh!
Okay, so we were just reminded that you really need to bring a first aid kit. Let Harry tell you what happened.
I was trying to get some pictures of some crabs down by the water, and well, rocks are slippery when wet.
Especially the lava rocks. Very deceptive, but very, very sharp. So take a first aid kit.
Merely just a flesh wound. Or how's Monty Python say? Just a flesh wound.
We were only 20 minutes to the park, so we went past signs for the nene, 2 new ones, and into the park looking for first aid.
Your stuff?
Yeah. Hi. Pretty good, how are you?
The visitor center is very close to where you enter the national park. We were lucky to get quick parking since it was already a very busy day. We were hoping they'd have bandages in the gift shop, but no luck. I ended up touring their small museum while Harry got patched up by the ranger instead. The museum is filled with some wonderful information about the park, its ecosystems, and the people. Hawaii Volcanoes became a national park in 1916, our 11th national park. That's right, it became a national park before Hawaii was officially a state. At that time, it was simply known as Hawaii National Park and didn't get its current name until 1961. Each of these stations not only tells you about the different birds or animals you may find in the park, but also where and when you might find them. The park is over 300,000 acres with 7 different ecosystems to explore. There are 54 endangered species here, including the nene or Hawaiian goose. And I'd never heard of these little volcano shrimp before. Guess we'll all be looking more carefully in the ponds we find. After Harry was patched up, we did get our stamp, and our sticker. But sadly, this was as close as we got to a nene. Our next stop was Volcano House for lunch. Volcano House was built in 1846 and designed to fit the local construction style. The original was revised a couple of times before fire took most of it in 1940. The present lodge was rebuilt and opened in November of 1941. There are 33 guest rooms, 10 cabins, and 16 campsites. What remains of the original lodge now houses the Volcano Art Center. We have actually stayed here before, and even had drinks at that bar. But somehow, neither of us remembered the amazing view from the lodge windows. Literally breathtaking.
Okay, we are at Volcano House for lunch.
And the view, well, volcano is the word of the day.
Let's show you. That's the view from our seat at our table.
We were mesmerized by the view. We got our drinks, then back to the view, ordered from their great menu, then the view. Amazing. Even the delicious Hawaiian fish and chips couldn't distract us from the view for too long.
Okay, as you know, when we travel, we like to have a cooler. Well, what do you do if you have to fly? Well, we're gonna find out. Tori bought me this great fold-up cooler, put it in my luggage, totally fit easily. Let's see if it worked. This is the cooler, and it really is truly the size of a regular cooler. Let's get soft-sided. And inside, we put some snacks, some ice for the sodas, some water. I'm about to add today's leftovers in there. And everything is very cold. The ice has not melted at all. And it's been about 3 hours since we put it in. You see underneath, there are these little ice sheets. You take them and you put them in the freezer when you're ready to prepare for it, and then put it in the bottom, and they provide a nice steady base. All right, looks like it worked. It didn't leak. The ice is still very cold. All the food is cold. So I'll put the link down at the bottom about where we got it.
This is a sacred place for Hawaiians. The Hawaiian goddess Pele still reigns here and is considered the creator of the Hawaiian Islands.
Smile, you're on camera.
This is one of the most amazing lodge views we've ever seen at a national park. Not only do you get to see the caldera smoking, but the actual ground smokes, even the hillside smoke. Can you imagine what it looks like when eruption is in progress? We were amazed at how much the crater has changed over the centuries.
There are lots of really beautiful trails right here next to the lodge. Let's go see some more.
These easy paths leading from the lodge are lush and filled with all sorts of different bushes, trees, and flowers. All of these that I'm showing you with titles are invasive species, brought over in the early years of the park or by other settlers as ornamentation. There is a Hawaiian project to clear these invaders out, but they are abundant. After our walk, we set off along the Chain of Craters Road on our way to the Sea Arch. On a previous visit, the road to the arch was blocked due to a lava flow, so this was our main destination of the day.
So we're on the Chain of Craters Road going down to the ocean, and we stopped at
Punaluu
Harry
Crater.
speaking Hawaiian. Let's show it to you. The sign said this was from 1974. So imagine that, a pit of lava. Pretty cool. We don't know what year this one is.
Back there was 74, so.
But this one, so you can see how the trees have grown up.
We are at the Ko'oko'olau crater. Never use me as a reference.
We're gonna have to check all of these pronunciations. So if you weren't told this was a crater, you wouldn't even know.
No.
Each of these are fun to explore. You wouldn't believe how light a lava chunk is, and how beautiful flowers can grow from it.
So the thing about very tall mountains and volcanoes, they make their own weather system. It's raining. Well, sprinkling. We're out here getting rained on, but the view is so worth it.
The view right down to the seacoast over the lava flows was made even more dramatic by the clouds. And we were going right down there. Volcanoes National Park is home to two major volcanoes, Kilauea and Mauna Loa. Mauna Loa is the largest active volcano in the world and last erupted in 1984. During the 1935 and 42 eruptions, the military dropped bombs to divert the lava flow away from the city of Hilo. While smaller, Kilauea is the world's most active volcano. It erupted just this past September. Over 1.4 million visitors come to the Big Island each year to see this national park, placing it in the top 20.
Okay, so right now we're headed out to the sea arch, going across lava rocks again, and this time hopefully without the oops.
The short walk out to the arch view is beautiful, with lots of plants and flowers to enjoy. But this walk was all about the lava and the arch. We sat right here to watch this.
That looks like a turtle's back to me.
We love the patterns in the lava, but the pahoehoe, or the ropey-looking lava, is our favorite. It's formed when the lava cools slowly. The chunky type, aha, is cooled quickly while moving fast.
So I'd say it's about a quarter of a mile from the parking lot to the...
Maybe not even that much.
Probably not even that, but, you know, a little bit of a walk. It's very flat. Very easy. I would not say it's accessible because you can't get around to the sea arch in a wheelchair or anything like that.
So all along the trail, you'll see these little signs, and it teaches you about all of the plants that live on the lava fields.
As people who love to learn, we like to thank whoever it was who decided to put up these signs so we could learn about the plants in this area. We were all wondering what noni was and what it was used for. And this was my first time to see a guava flower. And this sign about the ali'i bush, that make such great spears answered our question about the park sign we'd seen up near the arch. Although I'm not sure I'd think about fishing from those cliffs. You can hike out to the petroglyphs in this area. The moderate 1.5-mile trek will lead you to thousands of petroglyphs, so while not an easy hike, it's rewarding. But we had learned our lesson about wet lava rock today, and still had one more destination to make it before it got too late in the day. The walk to the Thurston Lava Tube is steep, but the rainforest is lush and filled with the native birds of the area. The tube is 600 feet long and almost 20 feet tall in some places. Our camera wouldn't pick up much more in the low light, but I was able to find some NPS photos so you can see it a bit better.
And I'm back out the other side.
This is not an accessible site. While there are places to rest, the steep paths and stairs make this available only to those who have the ability to navigate it. Mom and I waited at the top and enjoyed the views. Even Wendy played in the ferns. The drive back through the forest was beautiful, as we sadly realized we had to start the long drive back to the condo.
All right, time to head back, but our day's not over yet.
We found one more oddly specific nene sign, and then discovered this little guy, Kahuli, the Hawaiian snail. In Hawaiian customs, snails were the singers of the forest, the origin of the chant and the hula, but their populations have severely dwindled, so it was quite lucky to see one while we were there.
Hey everybody, so we're ending our day at Chubby's Diner, Bowling Alley, and Arcade. Looks pretty fun. Here the food is really good.
With lots of affordable choices for the whole family on the menu, and so much for the family to do, this is a great local place to have a delicious meal.
Yeah, so Mom and I came here last night for dinner while Harry was out on the boat. If you missed that, Harry's swimming with the manta rays. I'll link that at the end of this video so you can go check it out because it was wicked cool. And told Harry we've got to bring him back so he can enjoy it too because this is trippy. But everything's well priced, the food is fantastic, and they give you a bunch of it. So totally worth it. Today was a lot of fun. As you saw, we even ended up with an incredible sunset. Let me show you more of that. Tomorrow we get to take you to my favorite place in the islands. I cannot wait to share it with you. So make sure you hit that thumbs up button and the subscribe. Take care, everybody. Safe travels. We'll see you next time.
Sunsets are spectacular in Hawaii, even if you're just pulled off on the side of the road. Thanks for hanging out with us this week. We hope to see you here next time.